Hi there. Welcome to 60 Matthews. I'm Matthew, and this week I'm going to cook 100% of my own food. I've gotten into the habit recently of eating out a lot. Birmingham has a lot of really great food options, so I love sampling a little bit of everything. But sometimes what I call sampling food is just being lazy, so I'm going to try and get myself out of that habit. Eating out can be a great experience. It can connect you with friends, it can be fun, but it can cost a lot of money, and you don't really know how well things are being cooked, and you don't really know what ingredients are being used. So this week, I'm going to cook 100% of my own food. Nothing pre-processed. I am allowing a couple of things, almond milk and peanut butter. The almond milk is just to make my life easier, even though it's got some stuff that I don't know what exactly it is. And peanut butter, even though that's a processed food, it's mostly just peanuts and oil, so I'm not really concerned about that. But everything else will be fruits and vegetables, and I am allowing myself eggs, but as long as I know the source. At the farmer's market, I have a couple of ladies who work next to me who raise their own chickens and have a really great farm. They tell me all the time how spoiled their chickens are, so I trust that source. But everything else will be up to me and my cooking skills, so we'll see how this goes. I'm almost done with my first day of this challenge, and it's been okay today. I've kind of kept eating. I haven't really had a big meal that's like really filled me up. I made pancakes this morning. I snacked on some bread with some radishes and cucumbers on top. I sauteed some sweet potatoes and a couple of eggs. I'm about to make some rice, just some rice and saute some vegetables to put on top, and then I'll have dinner for tomorrow too. But yeah, it hasn't really been that bad. I've kind of felt hungry all day, so I've wanted to keep on snacking, but really the urge to go to a restaurant hasn't really been that bad. So far so good. So it's day 2 of the No Restaurant Week challenge, and I'm gonna make some lunch. So now that I've got the sweet potatoes on, I'm gonna keep stirring occasionally, but in the meantime, I'm gonna make some coffee. day 5 of this challenge, and today it's been pretty hard. I worked this morning in the kitchen, and I was around a whole bunch of food, and sausage, and bacon, and eggs, and croissants, and just all the things I wanted to eat, which normally it makes me really hungry. And then as soon as I get off work, I am instantly like, you know what, I don't even want that anymore. But today, it was not like that. I'm craving just restaurant food, and I know that it's the reason is because of this challenge, because I can't have it all of a sudden. That's exactly what I want. But yeah, I'm definitely wanting just all of the bad things. I pass several fast food shops on my way home. There's an Arby's, there's a Burger King, there's a Captain D's, and there's just a bunch of stuff. And today I just wanted to eat it all, even though normally I usually don't want to do that. I will say I usually try to eat vegan. As much as I love cheese, it's not usually that tempting to just break my diet and just eat it. Even though occasionally I will, but normally I can say, no, I'm good without it. But now that I'm doing this challenge, I keep telling myself, like, as soon as I can eat restaurant food again, I'm ordering a giant cheese pizza, or like just ordering mac and cheese, or just like the worst stuff possible. So whereas normally, whenever I don't have any kind of challenge that I'm following, it's not that big a deal. So maybe this challenge has been kind of counterintuitive and it's working against me. I'm not really that sure. But that being said, I do feel good. My wallet feels a lot better. It's not really been that bad. Today has really been the hardest day, but I mean, this feeling will pass, so I'll be fine. Today I'm eating some rice and vegetables, pretty much the same exact thing that I did a couple of days ago, only with rice instead of quinoa. It's reminding me that like cooked food can be as good as restaurant food. It really, really reminds me that I'm a good cook and that I can control what I eat a lot better. It's a pain sometimes to cook, but it's usually better than what I can get out anyway. Tonight I'm making fresh pasta, the sauce and the noodles, and I'm super stoked on that, so I'm excited. I've still got 2 more days, so we'll see how this goes for the next couple of days. Today is the final day of the challenge, and I'm going to cook inside today. I'm going to try something I've never done before. This is going to be bean and quinoa chili. It's vegan, completely vegan. I'm just kind of winging it, so I don't really know how this is going to go, but hopefully it turns out well. That was amazing. I should have cooked more sauce. I should have put more tomatoes in it. I was supposed to do, I think, 2 cups of chopped tomatoes and then like a tablespoon of puree. But the puree was coming out of a tube, and I don't like that. I'd just much rather just make something else. But it was still really good. I kind of made up most of it, but the quinoa acted like crumbled crackers and chili, and it was spicy, but not too much. It was the beans were cooked really perfectly. I don't know. It was just really, 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 really good. So yeah, that will conclude this week of no restaurants, no pre-processed foods. Other than a couple of days ago, whenever it was really rough, it really hasn't been that bad. I worked at the farmer's market this morning, and there's a ton of awesome food, fresh baked and freshly made and locally sourced and all of that. And I really wanted to just indulge all of it. So during market was a little hard, but then after I got off, I don't know. I was really looking forward to chili, so maybe that helped. It's helping me realize that eating out ain't all it's cracked up to be. I kept thinking tomorrow I'm gonna go out and like have a big old like just eat everything in the place. I was trying to think of where I wanted to go to eat this big meal, and the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what, I'd rather just like cook. I'm not saying I'm gonna cut restaurants out completely. I love food and trying different food too much for that. But it does remind me that cooking is awesome. It's way less expensive. I'm
pretty good at it. And I enjoy cooking. I love chopping vegetables and adding seasonings and tasting it and saying, well, this needs a little bit more of this. And I don't know, I love all that. So I know my biggest fallback is on the days that I have to be at work really early and then I get home and that's the last thing I want to do is cook. I like cooking in bulk. Whenever I moved into the van, I knew that I needed to cook in bulk more because I wouldn't always have the capabilities of having my full kitchen. Even whenever I'm in the van, I can access my kitchen, I can access my fridge, I can access all of my food all the time, so I don't need to be outside. But being outside makes it far more, I can stand up for one, but it just makes cooking a lot easier and a lot more fun. It's just great to just, I don't know, whenever you're in the kitchen and you're waiting on something to boil, you have the kitchen to look at. Or a podcast or music or whatever you have on your phone. But whenever you're cooking in a van, you kind of look around and see where you are and look at people at the park or in the Walmart, wherever you're staying. So it is nice cooking in the van, even though it seems like it's such a small space. I have everything I need right there close by, so cooking really isn't that big a deal. You do need to kind of learn how to cook more minimalistically because you don't have a 4-eye stove, you don't have the capabilities of baking all the time. You pretty much look for those one-pot meals and cook in bulk so that the next day you don't have to cook everything and pull everything out again. But it was nice to cook inside tonight. So I hope I inspired you to cook a little bit more. I hope I inspired you to make it out to your local farmer's market. If you have any questions about recipes or van life cooking, just leave it in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.